Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Pasta de nata.
But I love them so much. Getting out of your way.
This is day 6 of our Camino Portuguese style. So far we've walked about 100 kilometers and have give or take 180k to go before we make it to Santiago. Our first 2 days were on the coastal route, taking in all the sights, delicious food, and staying in cool mobile homes. And then we made our way up to the central route where we immediately got terrible food poisoning. Yesterday we forced ourselves to walk 23 kilometers even though we were still sick, and then figured out that the central route was just too loud for us, so we made our way back to the coastal route and ate some delicious pizza to celebrate. That brings us up to speed. Let's get going.
Whew. It's a beautiful, cold morning.
So it's day 6 here on our Camino, and today we're taking a Camino to Caminha, about 23 kilometers from here. It'll just be a nice day of walking. Seems like really nice weather. One thing that we did notice, and the thing we got to start out with today, is right when we got here yesterday, there was one super long line for one pastry shop, and it was the only place in town that was packed. So we're gonna go there right away and see what's up. How exciting.
So we're taking a little bit of a detour today off of the Camino path because last night at the pizza parlor, the woman there told us you have to go to the church up on top of the hill here. It is the most beautiful. Adds a couple of miles, but I think it'll be worth it.
Way up. I'm just gonna get into our baked goods before we head in there. So we got the pasta de nata, delicious Portuguese egg tart. It's like sweet on top and also charred on the top. It's perfect.
So it took about half an hour to get up here. It's beautiful. There's even a hostel or an albergue up here. I just think that would be incredible to stay up here. We had no idea. This church is incredible. The woman at the pizza parlor was absolutely correct.
Church always looks so super big from the outside, but when you're inside, it actually feels very intimate, very small once you get on the inside. And it had this cool machine where you put 20 cents in and then it lit up a candle for you electronically, automatically. I appreciate the technology involved with that. So you can actually see our hiking path that we're gonna take all the way to Caminha today. One road down there for 16 miles. We're just gonna follow it all the way up the coast.
But first, there was something that I had to do.
I will go.
Good luck.
Thanks, bye. Staircase is all tight. This way? I wonder if my backpack can even fit.
While Josh is making his way up to the top of the church, I'm just sitting here enjoying the incredible view and this sweet man just working on this really old style camera, you know, the kind with the curtain on top. I'm so curious about his story and what he's up to.
Pretty snug. Oh my god, that was incredible. Look at this view. Let me get my face out of it. Just incredible. This is just one of those things on the Camino that's just so magical. We had no idea this town existed. We had no idea that this gigantic church on the top of a hill existed, but this is the coolest thing we've done yet. The only problem is now I gotta go back down that. Okay. If you're claustrophobic, this is probably not the experience for you, unfortunately. But if you're lucky enough to not be afraid of those tight spaces, this is pretty awesome. Okay.
Oh my God. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, gotta back up. Okay. Did I lose anything?
I definitely got stuck. Oh, my heart's racing so fast. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Okay, so this man that I've been watching setting up his big camera, we wandered over and this couple happened to be getting their photo taken. And it turns out he's been doing this for 60 years. Their family has been getting their photo taken by him for 50 years. It's like a tradition for them. He's 93, I think is what they said.
Manuel.
E
tu?
Lisa.
Elisa.
Lisa. Josh. Obrigado.
Oh, thank you.
Wow. This is probably the best souvenir ever. Manuel in Viana do Castelo. I don't know him, but I feel like I know him now. He said to, keep doing this for 10 minutes.
And look at our little camera baby.
Oh, we were talking
our
about
little camera baby.
how chunky our big camera is.
That whole experience was just awesome. The giant church, the old man with the photo skills, everything about that was great. But we got to get back to the path. We haven't even covered any distance at all today, and it's already so we still have 23 kilometers to go. So we got a long hike today. Still shaking like a salt shaker.
I'm loving the difference in trails that we've already encountered today. I mean, we started off on the coast in a very city-esque area and then we headed straight uphill. And now we're in this eucalyptus forest.
Smells so good.
It smells really good. And you can hear the ocean right next door, which is, I love the coast. Oh, did we find our first polo?
So, on our first palo.
Nice.
I wonder what they call it in Portuguese.
We've been thinking a lot lately over the past couple days about how where we choose to sleep has affected our overall Camino experience. It's been just the two of us for the entire 100-kilometer we walked so far, and we've only seen one other pilgrim. Maybe it's the time of year, maybe it's the route, who knows. Meeting other people was such a big part of our last Camino, it was time to get out of the hotels and into an albergue.
So today might be the first day on our Camino that we're going to be staying in an albergue or a hostel here. We stayed in several on the Camino Frances, and they're definitely a huge part of the experience. It's definitely where you meet the most people, and I think now that we're feeling a little bit better from our food poisoning, I think we're feeling ready to stay in an albergue. It wouldn't be fair to the rest of the people if the shared bathrooms were just hogged by the two of us.
Before I get too far, let's just do a quick rundown of all the options for accommodation on the Camino.
So we're doing this thing in February of 2023 right now, and I think the prices for the accommodations kind of reflect that. This is definitely off-season on the Camino. So I'll start from the cheapest ones and go all the way to the most expensive ones. So the cheapest ones are definitely like the public albergues that are here specifically just for the pilgrims, and you actually have to show a pilgrim's passport to stay at them at all. Those are like 6 to 10 euros per night for a bunk bed, and then after that are the private albergues or the hostels, and those are somewhere between like 10 to 25 euros per night depending on how big of a city that you're in when you're staying. After that are the private budget hotels or guest house, bed and breakfast. They're all about the same thing, and all of them are somewhere between like 40 and 60 euros a night. We've been staying in those exclusively up until tonight, and our average has been this much per night. And after that it goes all the way up to some really fancy, really cool accommodations. All right, that's enough talking about numbers. Let's get moving. I think we're like halfway through with our walk for today. We're going, I think in total, probably just a little under 30 kilometers after the bonus top of the mountain awesome church that we went to. It's gonna be definitely a long day of walking.
What do you think about the pocket lupini beans?
Tastes even better now that they came out of your pocket. More water. Okay, let's keep moving.
This part of the trail is a lot more rugged, and I mean, completely isolated than I thought it was gonna be. For those of you that are maybe looking for a little bit more infrastructure, like cafe stops, maybe other people anywhere, or even just we haven't found water stops really, this might be a little bit harder. You'll have to walk further distances to get to, but wow, are the views incredible. What in the world? A little touch and go there. I felt like we were in some kind of jungle. That is hopefully where we will go take our rest break and stop for some food. Still got a long ways to go after. We gotta take a break.
Alright, we're just trying to find any restaurant that's open. It's like 4 o'clock right now. That just means basically every restaurant's closed. They're open usually from like 11 to 2 and then from like 7, maybe 6. But we just keep finding these beautiful towns, these beautiful little seaside towns one after each other. Just wish we would show up at a better time. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm so excited right now. It's a perfect spot.
Tortilla and a pork fillet sandwich is what we got. We had this almost every day on the Camino Francés, so it's nice to see. It's like potatoey, eggy, so good.
And just look at our view. Like, I just don't want to leave this place. It's so beautiful. I know we got like 5 more miles to walk or whatever, but it's pretty great.
The perfect rest stop, and the people that own the place were so kind, super friendly. When we're traveling in different places and we don't really speak the language that well, I crave a friendly smile, and the small gestures go a long way, like just extending a hello when we have no idea what we're doing. Hello, getting out of your way. Oh my goodness. Okay, this part of the walk is truly incredible. We're by the ocean and then they're just families of goats surrounding us, just wandering and eating. What is this place? It's so magical.
5K left. So all in all today, we're walking like 33 kilometers or like 20 miles today. Whew. My feet are absolutely tired, but you know, I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. Like at the end of a day like this on the first Camino, we were just a big bag of complaints at the end of the day like that. Now, I think I'm honestly just really excited to make it to our place to stay tonight and finally meet some other pilgrims.
We just met our first friend on the Camino. She's so nice and friendly, and yeah, the first person we've met and actually chatted with who is also doing the Camino.
Maybe there'll be more in here.
Maybe there will be more. It's a great sound. Oh.
Whoa.
And the showers and toilets are over here too. Both the stairs directly in the entrance and down the passageway to the first door on the right, the skylight room.
Wow. Wow.
It smells awesome in here. Like it smells like lavender. Going into the skylight room. This is our stay at our first ever albergue. It smells incredibly nice in here. We've got a private room with shared bathrooms downstairs, and there's a full-on kitchen, but it all cost about $42. There are also dorm rooms here that you can get for like $16, $17 per bed. I think there's one other person here.
The other guy in the hostel already went to bed, so it's just us.
Wow, it's chilly. Well, it looks like everything's closed, or yeah, it is freezing. I think we're just gonna go grocery shopping, and this time not get the deli food, this time cook at home. It's beautiful though.
There's a giant, beautiful church, strangely empty, like haunted level empty right now. It's what? Bingo Dolce. Hello? Behold, this tortellini, this pasta sauce. Please subscribe. Another good day. It is now time to wine or beer and recline.
Fruit juice. Recline. On the table here, there's this game. Conversation game. Ready?
Born ready. What would you like to be able to experience for the first time again? For me, it's the feeling of landing in Tokyo for the first time. I think that is such a magical feeling, and it's so overwhelming. The first time you get there, it's like bright lights and insanity, and you're moving so fast, and everybody seems to know how the whole thing works, but you're just like in this flow of people, and then all the food's so good, and everything's so new, and it's just like, I don't know, for me, that first time landing in Tokyo and like figuring it out was just...
I think for me, it was the first time I ever took a first solo trip, and that happened to be Japan. I mean, it was incredible, and I remember feeling also very nervous and scared, and I had nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I want to remember the feeling that I had when I met up with my friends later to travel with them, and that feeling of like confidence, like I could do it.
Yeah. If calories didn't exist and all food was healthy, what would you eat more of? Cereal. I would basically exclusively eat delicious sugary breakfast cereals, just nonstop.
Noodles. I love noodles in all forms, but the chewiness, the texture, but also like there's so many different kinds of noodles.
Okay, let's do a quick lightning round. 3 questions. You get a maximum of 2 words for your answer.
Okay.
What does the world need more of?
Empathy and love.
Breakfast cereal. What famous person do people say you look like?
I mean, the world is changing.
Never mind, moving on.
I mean, that one's easy for you. Patrick Wilson, Chris Pratt.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I mean, for real? I wanted to be in a pop band.
Oh.
Like a girl band.
Yeah. It's literally this. This is what I wanted to be when I was a kid. I mean, I didn't know this existed, but this is like I'm doing the thing that I wanted to do as a kid, which is pretty nuts to say.
And you are still a kid.
And I am definitely that. What song do you say is the theme song of your generation? Some Linkin Park.
I'll be there for you. Raging ourselves.
Okay, well that was super fun.
That was fun for you.
All right, long day. It's like 8:30 and we're definitely gonna go to bed right now. So, thanks so much for watching. See you tomorrow.